Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Jack Low here. Talking about like Dota 2 stuff. And then I want to like think about like how am I gonna like do the production of the videos right over here. So I'm thinking that probably like every single like morning, I kind of gonna put it up and then that's that, because at night I'm freaking lazy. I like to play just Dota. I think in morning dayish type of a period is a good time for me to like post it up lah. So later I'm gonna like try to go and post it up and then followed by the next morning and so on and so forth for the next few weekends. Jumping back into Dota, leave aside this admin stuff. Dota 2, like play 3 heroes. Okay, I broke the rule again because I play with friends, so there's some kind of a constraint in between for the time where I can start to do playing. So we have double Wraith King and then a Gyrocopter game. So the last game, which maybe we go by timeline now, third last game was this Gyrocopter game. This Gyrocopter game which involves like a lot of carry. I saw like a sniper playing as position 4. I don't really know what's on his mind, and I couldn't see the chat basically because I muted the chat for my own personal reason, because I don't want to get into the toxic community, and I think that works best for me when I play solo rank. We have this selfish, like very greedy lineup. We have Nature Prophet farming like a lot of like farming heroes, and then somehow at the end of the day, like we somehow came upon, like we came out like super strong. At the start it was very rough, I know, and then we got picked off here and there, and it's very rough game, and then suddenly we came back up. I don't know how, and yeah man, it's just like nothing much to learn about. It's just putting my everything, like Rojak, all my education, all my mindset, everything putting onto the game. There is like I will say there is not much of a definite like 1 to 2 points that I can actually point out. It's pretty much a Rojak game. And then in terms of the lineup, I talked to you about being just super greedy lineup from our side. I just want to like make sure that I don't exceed my time like just now, like from the previous video I exceed until like 10 minutes plus. So most probably that video won't be up on the IGTV. Pretty unfortunate, but it's on YouTube, I guess. Then we move on to the second last game that I actually played the Wraith King on. Got a very super rough start, and then I was like thinking about like because I was like walking, like usually I go to the mall, I'll be walking and I'll be thinking, and then I think like how do I want to actually make myself be more efficient in terms of my farming during the early phase. So I actually thought about it that I should just play one style, and then with that one style, right, I try to configure like different like draw different lines for me to identify when I should do another thing other than the normal play style, because I feel like the normal play style, this one play style will put me onto a higher level, and then it basically is more of a normal move for every single carry that I should not like ignore. So the playstyle is this: early phase, I just want to like push waves ASAP, get as much last hit as much as possible, help my teammate to fight. Wow, there's actually quite a lot war. So it's like push as much as possible, like push out the wave as much as possible, and then clear the creep waves, and then hopefully join the NC, and then join the creep wave, join the NC, and join the creep wave. And then another like hot topic that I want to talk about, right, is that there is one moment during I slightly need to really jump into the very last game that I actually played with him with one of my mate. He said something like this, this basically is like me plus another 2 support then we were like we push out the wave already, and then we go and see right, he do a double chain pull, that kind of stuff for him to get more NC creeps, that kind of stuff, get super efficient. And then the thing is, as I'm walking on the NC, the mentality of like where the lanes are, it did not pop out onto my brain. And then what happened was that creeps were under my tower, and then we were on the NC. It's super duper obvious that we were on the freaking NC. And then what happens next? The opponent came in, and then basically SF came in, and then we like we just ruined the whole shit. Basically SF cleared the whole NC wave. Things got nasty, man. Things got nasty lah. And then at that point of time, I feel like I fucked up lah. I never look at the lane. If I were to be more put the lane onto my radar for myself to keep a lookout whenever we do jungling stuff, that's something I actually want to think about lah. I think about it's very interesting in terms of how lane plays out, and then there's so much variation of what will turn out to be. So let me lean back towards to like the early phase. So basically early phase, a very clear cut. I'm gonna push out wave, go join the NC, and then yada yada, all those like variation. I need to keep myself intact to my mind. Shit, I shouldn't say English words, vocabulary that I don't really like know how to use. Sorry about that. Okay, we were talking about the second last game of the Ray King, right? So second last game of the Ray King, it's early game, very rough, and then we sort of like recover, and then I found until one point whereby I gotten my radiance, and then I started to like play pretty ballsy, and then the momentum just comes back. And then okay, one more thing that I want to think about, right, is that I want to like build items like not saving the buyback. I build so much, wow, like fucking strong, like never say buyback at all. If like I never say until buyback, right, then the person like kind of blame me, right, because it's pub, you see, it's public, and then they can't really like blame onto me, and then I can get pretty I'll say I want to play pretty cocky with the pubs, and then be more be more wary of what's going on in the whole game itself whenever I play with my friends, because things will go pretty nasty whenever I play with friends. Like there's like lots of emotions going on, friendships was on the line, a lot of things is going on the line. When a lot of things is going on the line, right, and you keep thinking about it, right, you're actually not playing Dota. That's pretty much how I think about it. But at this point of time, I still want to like kind of build slow, get a very slow progress on the change of the playstyle of how I actually played in the Dota game itself. So that's how I actually think about it. Then 9 minutes already. So I'm gonna put the last game and the second last game with a mix around on the next video. So Charles, man, thanks for watching. I just wanted to say that.